I'm gonna try so hard to stay on track. I've been meaning to make this video for a while now in hopes to educate people about the costs of ethical breeding and maybe deter somebody that's thinking about breeding, or let them know what they're in for if they decide that they want to be an ethical cat breeder. So I'm gonna try not to ramble too much. That is hard for me. But you know, they say with any breeding, if you want to know how to make a small fortune in breeding, you should start with a large one. And hopefully this is an eye-opener for some people about the costs that goes into breeding, and so you can see how I literally don't make anything off of my cats. So with Siberians, there are 3 things that we mainly test for. They're a cat, so anything that can affect a cat in general could happen in a Siberian, but there are 3 issues that we tend to see in Siberians, and in general they are an extremely healthy breed, very low in breeding, and the stud book is still open. You can still bring in foundation cats because they're naturally occurring in Russia. So HCM, PKD, and PKDEF are the main things that we test for, and to be an ethical cat breeder you should be testing for these. I do echocardiograms yearly on my breeding cats, and I thankfully have an amazing board certified cardiologist that out of the goodness of his heart gives us a deal and even comes to our cat shows. So thank you so much, Dr. Thomason. We love you. So that's $500 a year per cat. We also do PKD ultrasounds, because you can't just, you shouldn't just test for it. You should also do ultrasound. That's $100 a cat a year to check those kidneys. There's PKDEF, PKD tests, like buccal swab tests. Now, if I went the cheap route, which I don't, those are $40 each per cat, and you can do that just once. But I do the optimal selection test, and it tests for multiple genetic diseases, not just the ones that we usually test for in Siberians, and that is $103 per cat. And so that's a grand total of $1,406 a year, essentially, in just health testing. And that's just 2 cats. I ideally would like to get to 3 queens for 1 male.